So the next thing to happen on AEW Dynamite. Now, before I talk about that match with the world title, we gotta talk about a segment. Now we see Renee Paquette interviewing Bryan Danielson and Wheeler Yuta, pretty much from earlier today, and Bryan Danielson was talking about Daniel Garcia about what he did last week, but he still thinks he'll be a great wrestler and all that. And Wheeler Yuta pretty much got pissed off about what Bryan Danielson has been saying, and he says that him and Claudio could see what Daniel Garcia was planning to do from a long ways away, and he says that he should have never looked up to Bryan Danielson. So yeah, that's what he said, and he walks away. But then we get to the next match. It was the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho versus Dalton Castle, 1-on-1 for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. It was a pretty good match and all that stuff. At one point, we see Dalton Castle actually put his hands in his pants and just flick Jericho off and stuff. So yeah, that actually happened. And then Dalton Castle was going to pick up the win when he picked up Jericho for the Alabama Slam, pretty much spun him around into his finisher move, which I forgot what they call it, but yeah, he hit it on Jericho, pins him, but Jericho barely kicking out at 2. And then him and Dalton Castle was going at it for a little bit more. Castle laying in some forearms and stuff up until Jericho hits the Judas effect onto him and then pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Chris Jericho defeated Dalton Castle and has retained the ROH World Heavyweight Championship. That's what happened. Pretty good match, like I said. For that match, I'll give it 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. But then, after the match ended, we see Chris Jericho walking away, and Jake Hager was at ringside for that match as well. I forgot to mention. But yeah, Jericho's walking away, and then up on the stage, we see the rest of the Jericho Appreciation Society come out celebrating with Jericho. But then Jericho grabs the mic and he says, I've been taking out ring announcers and ROH ring announcers, ROH former world champions and stuff, and now it's time for the commentators. So yeah, he grabs one of the ROH commentators. They had him down. He was about to hit him with the title, but then Jerry Lynn comes out, grabbing the title from him, and then telling Jericho what the hell is he doing. Jericho kicks him in the stomach, lifts him up, and hits a tombstone power driver onto Jerry Lynn, onto the title, laying him out. So yeah, that's what happened. Pretty good stuff though. But yeah, still to come later on tonight on AEW, it will be the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley versus Adam Page for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship in the main event. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then.